Today I fucked up by not stripping my wife. My wife has some issues with a bad back. The other day while we were out shopping it was giving her a lot of trouble, so we got some stick-on heat bandages for her. These have helped in the past. They worked well and we continued our shopping. Cut to many hours later. We're sitting at home after dinner and our son notices the top of the patch sticking out of the back of the collar of her shirt and asks about it. She tells him what it is and then says to me, by the way, can you help me detach? Lifts her shirt, and turns her back to me. These things can have some really good adhesive, so rather than the slow peel, I've grabbed the top and yanked it all in one hit. She's screamed and sworn at me, clenched fists dangerous close to the boys. Turns out it wasn't the heat patch she wanted removed. With her shoulders and back hurting, she couldn't reach around to unhook her bra. She'll often get me to help undo it after a long day. She's quite busty, so there can be a decent amount of pressure on those clips. But instead of unclipping her bra to release the weight from her shoulders, I've yanked a good 25 centimeters of adhesive off her back. And that's the story of my most dangerous near-death experience. Too long didn't read. Wife wanted me to help take her bra off. I've misunderstood and ripped off a medicated patch, also removing any chance of getting laid this week, and almost removing the ability to get laid ever again. Edit: a few people have asked about breast reduction. We're on the list to get it done through the public medical system. We don't have any insurance. We're Australian, so that's not too bad. It's classed as non-essential, so it's a long list. The recommendations of places to get larger bras are appreciated. I will be giving her the list. Bras her size are hard to find, and never cheap, so hopefully something recommended here will help. Edit 2. Some people have expressed sole concern about taking her bra off at the table. She lifts the back of her shirt, leaving the front down, and I unhook. Then she goes to our room to actually get changed. Noting is shown. Others have asked about applying patches to the skin rather than to the shirt. These ones specifically say to attach to the skin. Just triple checked. In fairness, as a woman, I wouldn't have chosen that wording if I wanted it to be clear what I needed. I've only ever referred to my bra coming off as undo or unhook. Would you undo me? Or could you unhook me? Not detach. This is totally not 100% on you. She claims she did use better wording and I misheard her. Claimed she misspoke. That one will never be settled. I don't know what type of heat pads you buy, but the ones I've seen tend to do quite the opposite in terms of adhesiveness. After some time they start to peel themselves off your skin. Deep heat. They stick quite well for us. Whenever I get asked to help like that, I rub my hands together and say my specialty. My wife does not appreciate that for some reason. Edit: thank you all you kind Redditors for the awards. I showed my wife and she laughed and said if they knew half the stuff you say. I've preened a bit in the past when she told me I was like a 16-year-old thinking it referred to my manly build, hard abs, and dashing demeanor, but then realized she meant my mental age. Some mornings she asks for help to put it on. I tell her my specialty is the other direction. She doesn't appreciate that either. Well, finally one that's not sexual. Sorry man, this had me chuckling. That's the hope or joy from my pain. Today I fucked up by trying to get sexy with my milk-filled jugs. Edit 1, for clarity for some, I am a woman married to a woman. Carry on. Edit 2, this story has nothing to do with being in a same-sex relationship, but if you're a homophobe that wants to focus on that, don't. No one cares. Obligatory. This actually happened yesterday morning. So I had a baby back in September, and any birth givers on here will know how much pregnancy, followed by taking care of a new baby, will suck every last nano drop of your already piss-weak libido. If you're one of those women who are like, oh my sex drive rocketed during pregnancy, I'm happy for you. Now fuck off outta here. Anyway, we haven't had sex in like 6 months, and our relationship in general has just been on the back burner while we put all of our attention on raising these kids. Couple days ago the new baby started sleeping through the night, which means when I wake up in the morning my tits are fucking huge, hard and perky. I'm thinking, well, isn't this a nice bonus? Got to find the silver linings where you can. My wife is going to love this. So it's 6 AM. Both kids still asleep, I've got a set of massive knockers, so it's a rare but prime opportunity to show my wife some love. After a quick dash to the bathroom, I crawl back into bed and start off with the old sexy cuddling technique to get her attention. We are getting into it and clothes are coming off. I've mounted her to give her a good look at these newfound jugs. I'm giving them a bit of a rub and getting them in her face when all of a sudden my left tit decides to let go and squirts a stream of fucking milk in my wife's hair, eye and mouth. How fucking awkward. Now again, people who have done this breastfeeding shit will also know, when it flows it fucking flows, talking 5 to 10 seconds of steady stream when one of these babies let go. So I've just realized what happened, and trying to stem the stream, my wife, who at first like WTF just wet me, finally realizes what's just happened and starts pissing herself laughing at my attempt to be sexy while I'm frantically trying to reach for the nearest spit rag to soak up the rest of my milk and dignity. I've dismounted and laid down next to her. We're both laughing pretty hard. Both my tits have started leaking and baby has started crying. We haven't had sex yet, but my wife is going to laugh and give me shit about this for days, so that's something. Right? Too long didn't read. Tried getting sexy with my juggernaut milk-filled tits, ended up squirting my wife in the face. Slept with a lady that was 9 months pregnant. Her doctor said sex can start the birthing process, and totally forgot about the fact that there would be milk when I sucked on her nipples. Got quite the surprise. It wasn't the shower y'all got though. She started contractions the next day. Missionary accomplished. God. Fucking. Missionary accomplished. Fucking hell. XD, thanks for the laugh. My dumbass first thought when I read the title, why did you try to get sexy while holding milk-filled jugs? Why didn't you just put them down? Reminds me when I fell asleep without my breast pads. I woke up soaked. Learned a lesson that night. Give me shit about this for days. You misspelled years. Honestly, sometimes those are the things that keep a relationship going and happy. Hope the dry spell ends soon, Lamau. Sounds to me like the dry spell is definitely over. Today I fucked up by getting put into Facebook jail for 30 days. So, this just happened about 15 minutes ago. I was over on Facebook reading an article about how a father got a tattoo to help his son be more accepting of an abnormally large birthmark on his torso. I finished reading the article, and me being the dummy that I am, I wanted to see what other people were saying about the article, and like opening up Pandora's box, I regretted it right away. People were on there condemning the father left and right, saying awful things that I won't repeat, so I came to this father's defense. I picked a comment and started reading through the thread of replies, and what this guy said just made my blood absolutely boil. So what did I do? I replied to this unknown person 3 times, not calling him any names, not saying a single cuss words, nothing. But every time this guy replied back, he just irritated me more and more. Finally, I told him to shut his mouth, told him to stop shiting on the father's decision, and told him to worry about raising his own kids. I finished by calling him F-twat waffle. Just like that, Facebook said that my comment violated their rules on harassment and bullying, and put me into Facebook jail for 30 days. TL, doctor, I called someone a F-twat waffle and got put into Facebook jail for a month. Follow up. Alright, so it has been 24 hours since I made this post, and it has blown up way more than I thought it would. Obviously, I am not going to be able to respond to every single person's comments, but I will try to group a response to everyone in this follow-up. With that being said, there are a lot of people that agree with what I did, and there are people that do not agree with what I did. I won't bash you for it, nor will I become a keyboard warrior about it. Do I regret what I did? No. Should I have been a little bit more tactful about it? Absolutely. Will I call someone F-twat waffle in the future? Only if they act like one. You all are amazing people, and I thank everyone for their comments. I will go ahead and message the mods and have them close down commenting, that way I am not getting pinged left and right. For those are still interested, here is the comment thread that got me banned. You won't be able to see where I called him an effing twat waffle because it got removed by Facebook. Enjoy your day everyone, and enjoy your upcoming weekend. Next time call them a half-cooked basil leaf. Dear God, man. There are women and children present. 2 days ago I called a guy a pine cone and a Neanderthal. Got a 7-day ban. I disputed and it was overturned. This has not been the first time I've been in Facebook jail for weak reasons. My wife has gotten put in timeout for a few days on Facebook multiple times for calling someone a hefty bag of coleslaw. Never fails if she uses that sentence on someone she's blocked from commenting for at least a day or two. Absolutely the funniest thing. It's so funny because I'll report actual racist comments, or 100% nudity, and they will tell me it's okay. Getting banned from FB is more of a prize than a fuck up. Seriously, this is a perfect opportunity to delete all your photos, friends, comments, likes and other data. Tell Facebook to go fuck themselves and then delete your account.